Okay, so in the group, I've discussed in my educational content and in live streams, I've talked about a concept called hidden triangle formation. So I have hidden ascending triangles, hidden descending triangles. I'm going to give you guys just a quick sneak peek of what that is because this happens to be a good example. So if you understand what's happening behind the scenes, if you have a really strong support, right? All these wicks are coming down, all these candles are riding this really strong support this entire time, except it broke, right? At this point, it broke. A couple candles later, it got back above it, and then that support went back to holding again. If you know what a support is behind the scenes, what's actually going on, that just means that right around 10,840, there happens to be a lot of big buy orders. So whenever you start selling, there's a really big buy order right around that price. So no matter how much Bitcoin is getting sold, it's getting bought up right at that level. That creates a support. So when you hear people use the term a buy wall, a support is just a buy wall. If the price is below, then that resistance is a sell wall. But since we're above the price, this is a buy wall on the order books. As you're dumping into those big buy orders so the price doesn't go lower. Just because it briefly goes down and then comes back up above that wall, above that support, doesn't mean that this support is now permanently invalidated. I mean, look, it's still holding extremely well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles bounced pretty much right off of that support level after it broke and came back. So sometimes what happens is you'll have a buy wall. Somebody will pull the buy wall. The price will drop down below it, go back above it. Then the buy wall goes back up on the order books. And now it's as if that never happened. So if you understand what to look for, sometimes you can ignore certain things like that. In this particular instance, this is a perfect descending triangle, which is a bearish formation. Now, descending triangles can always break up. They don't have to break down. Just like ascending triangles are bullish, they don't always have to break up. They can sometimes break down. In this case, the statistical probability of it breaking down is roughly 80%. It's much higher than the probability of it breaking up. Just because the support was temporarily broken doesn't invalidate this entire model. And people who say, oh, well, technically it was broken, so textbook-wise, that's not a descending triangle. All right, well, you and your textbook can go live on a street corner when I'm living in a mansion because I'm better at this than you. If you go by the book and you say, well, technically you're wrong, then you're an idiot. What you have to do is look at different models and different techniques and strategies and evaluate how they perform. If I can tell you that when things like this happen, it doesn't invalidate the support, go and look for yourself. That's how it is. If you know what's happening behind the scenes and all this is a buy wall, if a buy wall gets pulled down and the price dips down and goes back up, that doesn't invalidate the support because once the support's back, the support's back. It's as if it never left. Just because it broke over here doesn't mean that this support isn't fully active right now or it's giving us a ton of support right here, keeping the price up above 10,840. Anyway, that's what the idea is behind hidden triangle formations, and in this case, this is a perfect hidden descending triangle. I call it that term because some people would say, oh, well, that's more like a channel or something because you invalidated the descending triangle when you broke that support. You didn't. It's now just a hidden descending triangle because it's hidden from all the idiots who think that it's invalidated because a line on a chart broke temporarily for a few candles. That's it.